Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and finally another episode of 5 awesome mods to download on the PlayStation 4. This is a video that should have been out a long time ago. It was actually planned to be released like 2 weeks ago, but I just couldn't get around to finishing it, so apologies for that, but of course it is here now. The Xbox and PC version for this as well, it should be out in around a week or two, so look out for that if you are an Xbox and PC user. And of course, I do have some other videos planned to be released during that time period for you guys as well. But with all that being said, let's jump straight into today's video. So the first mod we are going to be covering here today is one known as DC Glory Expansion Pack 1 by Slack's Northside. And I have to say, this is a very cool mod. It's basically a mix between an overhaul of Diamond City as well as an expansion, so there's a lot of new areas that you can go to, new walkways, and of course alongside that, there's also new loot that you can find around Diamond City itself. Now when it comes to the actual overhaul of Diamond City, you'll notice that this looks a lot different. There's a lot more greenery and trees going on around the city itself. Bringing it back to the beginning of Diamond City though, there's a brand new walkway with sort of flames going on the side and more of a structured walkway itself as well, which I think looks personally very cool. As you progress through the city, you'll notice that everything is a whole lot more cleaner. All of the shrapnel, you know, the woods, the rocks, and sort of the rubble that would usually be on the ground is no longer there. You'll notice a few more objects and furniture placed around as well. And then we move around to the back of Diamond City, and here is where things really start to change. Again, there's a lot more greenery and trees. There's brand new structures such as the basketball court, and then you've got the other structure to the right side of that with some sitting down areas and stuff like that, which is very awesome. We keep progressing, again, some new walkways and new areas for you to explore. A lot of the buildings with these new areas you can't actually access just yet. That's why it will say sort of chained and, you know, coming soon. As the mod author of course updates, you know, they'll eventually become available. There's even new towers that you can climb up and get an overhead view of Diamond City with new pathways that lead to the opposite side of Diamond City itself. There's a new graveyard, there's like a new sort of pool area, and there's even ways to access areas of Diamond City that you never even thought that you could access before. So overall, one of my favorite mods now. I know I say that quite a lot, but just by how this looks and how much has been added to this and how, you know, the mod author is seemingly going to keep adding to this, I think it's great. Definitely one for you guys to check out if you are interested in this stuff. Again, links to all of this will be in the description below, as well as the Xbox links if some of these mods are available on the Xbox and PC as well. And that leads us into the next mod of the video, which is known as Preorder Selman by Skibber123. Now this mod's pretty basic. As you've probably already guessed by the title, it's essentially custom built walls already placed around some of the settlements in game, so you don't have to. I'll have an image on screen of all of the settlements that this does actually cover, and you can see from the gameplay in the background and some of the images that will be shown on screens what these custom walls actually look like. They do cover the full build area of the settlement as well, so you don't have to worry, you know, it does actually give you the full amount of space that our settlement does actually have. And I think it looks really cool, you know, it's one of those small little changes. Some people will like it, some people won't, and it does save you a lot of time as well. If you wanted to wall off your own settlement, this one already does it for you. Now for the next mod of the video, this one is known as PreWar House Player Home by Sing08, and you may have noticed that I've actually covered this mod in a previous video. I think it was around 2 videos ago or 2 episodes ago. I actually covered it in that, and the main reason why I'm actually covering it again is because it has received a good amount of updates recently with a ton of new stuff that comes with it. If you guys do want to check out the actual player home side of this, I will leave a link in the description below to the footage I covered based around that. You know, at that time it was one of my favorite player homes, from the interior design looking very cool to the secrets that you could uncover within the house and the unique weapons that you could obtain from it. And not only is this the original player home mod, but again, it has received a ton of new updates. Some of these being the handcrafted exterior pool house, which has an awesome view by the way. It also has a dedicated secret power armor storage hall, which you can access below the pool house in a very sort of secretive way. And it also has a brand new guest house at the back as well, with a unique weapon in known as the O Dependable, which is basically a silver version of the double barrel shotgun with a mahogany grip. It also does a little bit more damage and has a faster fire rate than the default double barrel shotguns. But getting back to the updates here, again we have the exterior pool house. This looks very modern and nicely designed from the interior and the exterior. You can see with some of the custom objects that have been placed down, very cool looking in, you know, sort of the modern fashion there. It's also pretty cool how you get in there as well. You need to find the key card, which is on the body just down the road a bit from the house. Where the bus stop is. In the original video, if you watch that, that's also where you pick up the keys to the original player home, so you'll find it on the same body. You can see here's the view for it as well of what's left of the wasteland. Pretty cool view, you know, in terms of the location that it's in. And then we move on to the secret part of this, which is the power armor storage hall. So if you go back down to the very beginning of the pool house and you click on one of the bricks there, you'll notice that when you press this, a secret doorway opens, which I think is very awesome how that actually works, and then you'll have access to the secret power armor storage hall. Again, interior wise, I think it looks very nice. The mod author seems to do a great job at, you know, some of the textures and stuff that he manages to put together to make some of this stuff, so props out to the mod author for that. And overall, a really good mod. So if you're interested in this stuff, be sure to check it out in the description below or simply search for it on the mods menus. Talking of player home mods, why not check out Salem ClosetoHome by FemShipping? Now the mod author did give a brief description of what this mod is about, so I'll go ahead and read that to you guys right now. It states, surrounded by the sun, surf and sand, it's easy for your sole survivor to forget about the mainland. This mod adds a small island just off the coast of Salem. The cove is unfurnished, flat and empty, ready for you to build your dream home. Just a brief description there from the mod author, and a pretty accurate description as well, because that's pretty much what it is. It's a small cove just next to Salem, very beautiful looking in terms of the scenery and how it looks. There's also a pretty cool feature that comes with this, which is the boat that you can use to take there. Just next to Salem, you'll find the boat, and you know, once you take it there, of course the location then becomes available to you. You can also take it back if you want as well from the small little dock you've got there. And it's just one of those small locations that you can go to away from the wasteland, away from everything, and build your own little player home on. And for the final mod of today, we have PreWar Preparation by Canny8207. As the mod title suggests, this mod brings a little pre-war preparation to Fallout 4. The preparation comes in the form of a basement located in the player house laundry room, and to actually get access to that, you'll need to sort of scrap the bed inside of there, and inside of a safe you'll find the key in which you can then access the basement area. Now the basement is sort of what you'd expect to see from a basement itself. It sort of fits there to be lore friendly. You'll notice there's a bunch of, you know, random furniture placed down there. There's a lot of food and water down there, you know, for safekeeping, I guess you could say. You could go down there, get some nice food and water. There's a ton of materials placed around everywhere. Again, you know, it's typically what you'd find in a basement. There's like several different weapons that you can find down there, 3 of which are unique guns in gun cases on a table. You'll also find some ammunition down here in certain crates, you know, maybe a few explosives here and there. You'll also be able to find some armor, and I believe there's a unique set which is the recon armor as well, that has a legendary effect on it, which you can also find down here. And it's mainly aimed towards realism, you know, it's aimed to be that family basement that was used for storage over the years that the player has decided to prepare for the worst for, and that's exactly what you guys are getting with this mod. Overall, it's a pretty good mod, especially for those of you out there who are maybe starting a fresh playthrough, or maybe you're new to the game and just somebody out there looking for one of those small mods to add in the very beginning, and this is definitely one that I do suggest to you guys. Other than that, that is pretty much it for this episode of 5 awesome mods to download. As always, if you guys did enjoy this video today, be sure to leave a like down below. Your support, of course, is always greatly appreciated on the channel. It also does let me know that you are still interested in these type of videos. You know, it's been a while since I've posted one. I did mention in the previous episode that I'm going to try and get these out as much as I can given the time that I have throughout the day. So hopefully you guys can bear with me with this series. Again, the Xbox and PC version for this should be out very soon for you guys. In the meantime, I may have a couple of different videos going up. Doing another Borderlands 3 video. You guys seem to really enjoy the last one I did. So I'm going to be doing one based on a few topics that I want to discuss for a video. Same with a Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm actually going to be doing a everything we know so far about Red Dead Redemption 2 videos. So you guys can expect to see that in either the coming days or weeks ahead as well. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys next time with a brand new video.